Greetings all. I'd just like to apologize in advance for any outside noises that you may hear. We do have some crop spraying happening at the moment. So there's this little aeroplane going, "Meow." Oh, there it goes. So we'll just ignore that and see if we can talk a little bit about the Lionsgate portal that people seem so excited about. Lionsgate portal is not something that's new. It's not something that's never been done before. Um, what we will find from gate to gate is that astrological changes will take place. That's slightly different from others. I'm not an astrologer. I'll put that right out there. But there are quite a few people on this group who are astrologers and who will know what the significance are of the different planets involved. My purpose here today is just to look at what the Lionsgate is all about, or just to give you some insight in it, and also to guide you through a little meditation and clearing. So I'm sitting right next to my mesa over here, my altar ground. And so in a moment, I'm actually going to shift the computer around and I'm going to shift it over onto the mesa. And then I'll guide you through what you need to do as we go through that. But first, just looking at the Lion's Gate. It's associated with Sirius, and Sirius is the star that's it's known as our spiritual star. It's connected to high frequency and high vibration energy, and also healing and information, wisdom, and so forth. The ancients, like ancient Egypt, they worshipped and worked quite a bit with Sirius. Sirius lives in Cancer, as in Cancer astrological location. And then as the sun moves into Cancer, it sort of blocks the view of Sirius. And when the sun moves through into Leo, the sign of Leo, it's then that it starts revealing Sirius again. This is just when the sun comes up in the morning. So we're looking for that. And it usually happens around sort of late July until sort of 12 or so, mid-August. And then usually the big day that we all look at is the 8th of August, and usually 8 o'clock at night, 8 minutes past 8 if possible. So what you could do is you could replay this, or you could play this tonight, or you could perform this little meditation for yourself tonight. If you're following with it right now, you can just go back and do it. And if you missed it, you still have a few days, because the Lions Gate will still be open until about the 12th of August. And if you miss that, then if you've got Reiki or any other healing modality that allows you to actually track back in time, you could reverse time to the 8th of August at 8 o'clock at night, or 8, or even 8 o'clock in the morning, and then just perform your ritual or meditation again. So this particular Lion's Gate is important because of Jupiter, and I think it's Venus that's involved. And again, I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to even go with it. I have spoken to an astrologer and mentioned something, and I was corrected in my terminology, so I'm not even going to go there. I'll stick to where my strengths lie. But there's something to do with Jupiter and Venus. And so this year's Lionsgate is very much associated with the third eye, opening up of the third eye, and also opening up and healing of the heart. So releasing trauma and any hurts that you may have, heart space related, any deep healing that you may need on the heart level. That must not happen. Sorry about that. I just had a little memo pop up. So the heart healing, I'm going to be focusing on the heart healing for this particular meditation. Um, so we're going to be looking at the heart space itself, and I will guide you through what we will do there during the meditation. And the other thing that's big for this particular one is the third eye awakenings and activations. So we're going to be working on the third eye as well. Um, You can also focus on opening up the higher heart chakra. If your heart center is fine and there's no trauma, there's no hurts there, nothing that you want to release, you could focus perhaps on opening up the higher heart, which is just sitting above the heart and below the throat center. It is actually a really good time to activate the higher heart as well. This is something that you can do in your own meditations. And the other things that are common during this time is things like psychic downloads. I've spoken to quite a few people who have had activations and so forth leading up to where we are. I've posted quite a few light language activations, and there's also a few other people in this group who's done that. And the light language activations have helped to raise the frequency of the group and also to share some of the activations. So some of you are waking up to your activations and to some of your gifts that you may or may not have known that you had. So look out for things like connecting to new guides, connecting to extraterrestrial beings, perhaps starting with things like automatic writing, um, light language, or speaking in light language, writing in light language, dreaming in light language, and light language as a form of sign language, and so forth. That's something that's quite big. A lot of people have also reported things like visitations, whether it's being from guides or from dream or extraterrestrials. I've actually had quite a few people who would out of the blue just send me messages saying, "Thank you for coming to my dreams last night, and you told me the following," and I go, "Okay." That's probably why I'm so tired the last few days. I've been traveling quite a bit apparently. The other thing that's big about the Lionsgate portal is um, freedom. It's about us forming freedom within our lives, freedom to be who we are, freedom to express ourselves, and so it's a really good thing to focus on during your meditation, just to allow yourself that freedom. Um, it's always a good time to work on focus on peace. Peace is always something that we can work into Lionsgate portal meditations and so forth. Um, and working with creativity or creative forces is also a good thing to focus on. Um, and also things like technology is always good. Technology can go so many different ways. Technology could be as in our physical machinery that we have. Um, it could also be the healing technologies that we use in the form of light language, um, just healing energies, so healing modalities and so forth. That's also considered technology. Um, because of the combination with Venus and Jupiter, you could focus on sort of a little bit more on the love side of things, heart space related stuff, and also looking at things like abundance, and obviously 8-8 as always is that infinity loop, and 8 is always usually associated with abundance. And as I said that, I sort of looked up and I've got my abundance activation sitting against the wall, and it just is like, whoa, okay, reminder. So thank you for that. Um, yeah, so whatever you do here, yeah, you want to just be able to express, feel, um, and receive all of that. So what I'm going to do, that gives us a little bit of background. I think we don't. The rest is for you to experience. Now, what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of meditation. I'm going to. I've got, like I mentioned, I've got my mason next to me, and I'm going to take you all through the activation process. Um, so yeah, let me just see. Do I have? I've got my incense. I've got candle going already. What I'll also do is I will share with you some of the work so that you can also receive that. And your job would then be to um, tune into this digitally over the screen and allow um, your mental power and capabilities, the power of your mind to translate what you perceive on screen and through the speakers and almost pull that through towards you. So if I'm working with smoke, for example, really allow yourself to imagine that the smoke is moving right through the screen and coming into your space. Um, and if you have access to things like Palo Santo, sacred wood, or white sage, you're welcome to smudge. I'm going to be working specifically with Palo Santo. So if you do have Palo Santo and you burn that on your end, that could help you to just connect with the energies. Um, During the meditation, I'm going to mention to you that you would use your hand to move it in a circular motion in front of the heart and also in front of the third eye. And what we'll do is we'll start with a clearing. The clearing will go counterclockwise. Um, and then after that, you'll go with the, almost like install, which will then go clockwise. So just imagine that your body is a clock and you have 12 o'clock on top and 6 o'clock at the bottom. And your 3 o'clock would be that side, 6 o'clock would be that side. The camera may reverse this. I'm not sure if my camera is actually flipping things. Um, so just be aware of that one. So just imagine that your body is that clock, and when you go counterclockwise, you're going to go from 12 to 11 o'clock, and you're going to go backwards. So the way that it would look, it looks like the. Oh wait, I think I was a bit dyslexic because I think I said 6 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock. I don't know if you flip it that way, it's right. I'm confusing my own mind. I'm dyslexic at the best of times. So when you do a counterclockwise on your chest, for example, even on your third eye area, the up and over will go towards the right. That would be a counterclockwise, and a clockwise would go towards the left. Okay. So otherwise, draw a little clock, stick it out onto your body, and then you can see from there which direction to go. Sometimes we need a little bit of help along that. All of a sudden it's starting to get hot. I'm going to remove this, and I will turn the camera around shortly. Oh, my hair's all up. Okay, so just bear with me while I get my bearings here. Oh, getting my finger stuck. Okay. Using some very special incense from Peru. Espiritus del Ande. Oops, where's the camera? It is made by hand by a shaman in Peru. It's a mix of finely ground Palo Santo with myrrh, some other herbs, but the fragrance is absolutely divine. So I'm asking that you accept this offering of this beautiful Palo Santo smoke. Just breathe it in and allow the smoke to surround you and fill up your space. And if you have Palo Santo, you can burn some of this at the moment right in front of you. Calling on the spirit of Palo Santo, please come into the space, cleanse, clear, and protect this space. Bless, protect, clear everybody who is listening to this video. Okay, let's turn this around. Welcome to my altar space. Let's get my angle right for all of this. I'm just trying to see if I can see what's happening on there as well. There, looks like you've got a good view of everything. All right. So close your eyes and take a few deep, slow breaths. And relax. 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 Continue breathing slow and deep. Universal life force energy flows through you and around you. See it and feel it and make it real. See the universal life force energy that flows around you and through you. Use the unlimited power of your mind to make it real. You can feel it. And imagine a bright ball of light above your head, bright like the sun. Perhaps you want to visualize that it is Sirius above your head, or perhaps just a ball of light. As you focus on this ball of light above your head, allow your crown chakra, the top of your head, to easily and gently open up to receive this light. Allow this beautiful liquid light to stream in through the top of your head and to fill your head space. There's no effort required. You don't have to work at it. You simply allow the energy to move in easily and gently. As the light streams in, you may feel tingling inside your head, or you may just find that it is relaxing. Whatever happens is appropriate. And with each inhalation, allow more and more light to stream into your head. Allow the light to move down into your neck and into your shoulders, and down your arms to your elbows, down the forearms, and into your hands, all the way into your fingertips. Just see and feel this beautiful liquid light streaming in through the top of your head, down your neck and your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to the fingertips. And as you inhale, allowing more and more light to stream in, streaming in through into the chest, into the upper back, and along the spine, all the way down, and into the abdominal cavity. Beautiful liquid godlike light streaming in through the top of your head, down your neck and into your shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips, into your chest, down your back and in your spine, all the way into the tummy area, and then down into the hips and the pelvis. As you inhale, allowing more light to stream in, and allow it to move from the hips into the legs, to your thighs, to the knees, down to the calves and the shins, and on into your feet and your toes. This beautiful liquid godlike light streaming in through the top of your head, down your neck, to your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and your fingertips, down your chest, your upper back, middle back, lower back, tummy, hips and pelvis, down your legs, all the way down, 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 all the way down to your feet and your toes. Now imagine that you can open up the soles of your feet like little portals that open, similar to what it looked like on the crown, and allow the light to stream out through the soles of your feet. Don't worry, the light won't be lost. You'll notice as the light leaves the soles of your feet, it'll curve and bend and move up to your sides, front and back, and move up along the outside of your body, all the way up to the top of your head, where it then re-enters through the crown. I see this beautiful fountain of light moving in through the top of your head, down the inside of your body and out through the soles of your feet, and up along the outside of the body. As more and more light streams in, the space around the outside of the body gets bigger and bigger, forming a beautiful cocoon of light around you. And you can make this cocoon as big or small as you need for you to be comfortable. You know that your space is clear, it's protected, and you are safe and protected. Only light and love may dwell here, and you're at peace. Now take your right hand or your dominant hand to your heart and just place it on your heart. Sense the energy in your heart space. Now gently move your hand away from the heart space a few centimeters or inches. And very slowly and gently start making clock or counterclockwise rotations with your hand in the air just above the heart space. Imagine that you're cleansing and clearing the heart. And we're going to be doing this for a little while. So just focus on how it feels. Observe any sensations that may come up for you. There is no right answer, no wrong answer. Your intention is that you clear the heart space. You cleanse the heart space. You may ask your guides and your angels to assist in removing any trauma, any hurt, any broken hearts, any hurts, pains, trauma, or disturbance in the field that no longer serves you. It's okay to release. Breathe slow and deep as you allow the energy to cleanse and clear, continuing making your circular motions above your heart. Allow your heart space to open up, to release what no longer serves. There's no need to force anything. Only what is ready to release will be released. Only what no longer serves will be released. Just become aware of any sensations that you may feel that comes up for you. Slowly allowing the rotations to become smaller and smaller. Smaller yet. Even smaller. So small that your hands hardly move until it comes to a standstill. Now slowly and gently start reversing that circular motion. Now moving in a clockwise direction. Imagine opening up the heart chakra. We're connecting to the light of Sirius to supercharge this heart chakra. Allow yourself to feel energy radiating from the heart. And as you continue making the circular motions, experiment with what it feels like to make bigger circles or smaller circles. Experiment with bringing the hand closer to the heart or further away from the heart. We use this time to receive the energies. Remember that you're in a safe, protected space. And you can open up your heart space without fearing. You feel peace and you know that you're safe. This is your sacred space. Just allow yourself to receive whatever you need to receive in the heart space. You may wish to communicate with your guides or angels or even extraterrestrials. If there's anything that you wish to receive in the heart space, continue breathing slow and deep. Be in a space of receptivity, allowing yourself to receive. Allow the circles to become smaller and smaller, moving slower and slower. Until the circles come to a standstill. Your hand no longer moves. Easily and gently, very gently, lovingly, remove your hand from the heart space. Give it a bit of a shake to release the energies. Just take a deep breath in to feel what the heart space feels like. We are going to repeat this process, but this time we're working with the third eye on your forehead. So take your hand in front of your forehead, place it on your forehead, and just get a sense of what it feels like in your heart, on your head space now. Focus on the third eye, which is sitting between the brows. Gently move the hand a few centimeters or inches away from the head. And we slowly start making counterclockwise rotations in front of the third eye and the forehead. Intention is to cleanse and clear. To imagine cleansing this third eye space, head space. Releasing any traumas, any blocks, any hurts, any pain, any contracts, anything that may hold you back, that no longer serves, anything that's ready to be released, allow that to spin through. Release what no longer serves. Just allow yourself to observe any sensations that may come to you, any tingling and itching. Scratch that if that happens. If there's any itching and happening, it's usually a good sign. Don't scratch, just allow yourself to sense and feel that. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing slow and deep. In a space of releasing any energies that no longer serve, any energies that need to be released, any blocks. Release, release, release. And easily and gently allow this hand to start moving slower and slower, and for the circles to become smaller and smaller, all the way down until the hand does not move anymore. Now reverse direction, and we're moving in a clockwise direction in front of the third eye. Imagine that you're opening your third eye, receiving the light from Sirius, receiving the light from the sun, allowing this energy center to be supercharged by the energies that we have around us at the moment. Feel these energies radiating from your third eye. And you may want to experiment with making these circles bigger or smaller, closer to the third eye or further away. And breathing slow and deep as you do. Allow yourself to be in a space of receptivity. Receive whatever you need to receive right now. Set your intention to receive anything that you want to focus on receiving. Perhaps there's specific guidance you're wanting to receive. Feel free to ask for that. Remember that this Lion's Gate portal is a powerful time with some powerful energies around. Use the space now. Allow the circles to slowly start coming to a standstill, making the pattern smaller, smaller and slower. And very gently, lovingly remove your hand from your third eye space and give it a bit of a shake out. Just sense what's happening in the third eye space. And bring your attention also to your heart space and feel what's happening in your heart space. Allow yourself to feel the energies around the head space as well as the heart space, and also where they overlap. And just allow your consciousness to flow around these patterns. Allow yourself to receive whatever you need to receive. Allow yourself to become aware of your surroundings, sensing the edges of your body, becoming aware of any sounds in your surrounding neighborhood and area. If you want to, gently and easily, just close the heart center a little bit, pulling it back a bit, closing the third eye a little bit, pulling it back a bit. We don't want to walk through everyday life with everything hanging open. So just pull all of your chakras in a little bit closer to the body. And start by wiggling your toes and fingers, perhaps running your thumb along the fingertips, just to feel what it feels like. Allow yourself to slowly come back into this time and space. And you may choose to come back to this time and space now. I'm going to close off the sacred space. You may wish to keep your eyes closed, or you may wish to come back to your time and space reality. I feel a bit sleepy after that one. I may look a little bit sleepy. Let's quickly just get these off. there you have it. Hope you're all feeling good after that little meditation. Just if you do keep journal, perhaps sit and write down what came up for you, any senses that you got. Sometimes we don't feel anything, and that's also okay. Just pay attention to your dreams tonight. Perhaps there's something coming for you, as in something good. And I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Lionsgate portal. Let's celebrate all of this. Let's celebrate life. Let's celebrate each other. Lots of light, love to everyone. Namaste.